Spot. Coach, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
Good, good. Well, we'll look back at last week as we always do and talk about the week ahead. You know, let's step back. Stonehill starts off last week, and that's a game that you have a 1-0 lead in that one. Ultimately ends in a 1-1 draw. You had the lead in the second half. Did you feel like you missed an opportunity in that one to get the 3 points? What were the takeaways coming out of that contest?
Yeah, we did. We wanted to go up there and get 3 points. It's a tough place to play, well-organized team, but we would much rather have come away with 3 points. That being said, every point right now is important. So the fact that we wanted the 3, but a point helped us. It didn't help as much as 3 points, but it did help.
And should have prefaced by saying, entering this final week of the season, top 8 teams make the conference playoffs, and right now Southern currently sitting in 9th place, 1 point out. So we talked about Stonehill, and now we'll chat about St. Rose. Again, they're a nationally ranked team. They're always in the hunt for a national championship, and similar situation, 1-0 lead in that one in the second half. Just give us your assessment of the teams played in that one.
Overall, I was very pleased with the performance. Not pleased with the result, but I was very pleased with the performance. I think there's been 2 or 3 games this year where we've been extremely organized, and that was one of them. I think that we did enough. We could have been better on the attacking side, but we did enough to get a result. Defensively, I felt like we were outstanding. Really, overall, I thought we did very well. I hope that we get the chance. We have to finish strong in our last 2 games, but I hope that we get the opportunity to go ahead and play in postseason, because I think that we have the ability to do well, but we've got work ahead of us before we get to that point.
And you've lost 6 games this year by a goal. 6 of the 8 losses are by a goal, 4 in overtime.
Right.
I mean, can you put your finger on, why some of these games have been so close but just haven't gone your way? Is there any one thing in particular or trend that you've seen as the years progressed?
Yeah, look, I think it's experience, with the players. The players have to identify important moments in a game, and it may not be, the beautiful part of the game. It may not be the quality of play, but it might be the little things. It might be executing on a restart defensively or attacking. Just taking care of what they have to do at critical points of the game to make sure that they get the result they want. And I think that's all the difference, Mike.
I don't want to take the negative approach, but I got to state the obvious. This could be the last week of the season.
Could be.
And as you prepare for training and prepare for the final 2 regular season games, what's the message that you're trying to send to the team, as you head into these final 2 games?
Well, they know the reality. They know the reality, and we kind of, they're adults. We treat them like that. So we give them the information that they need to have, and we prepare them. We're really not preparing any way. We try to win every game. This is the way the Northeast 10 is. You come into the last week of the season, and a lot of people are either competing to be in the tournament or competing for placement within the tournament. So it's an exciting conference to play in because of that. Because and that's what you want when you're a competitive student athlete. You want to be in meaningful games. So we have a meaningful game coming up on Wednesday. And the whole both games this week are meaningful. But really just looking at St. Michael's, that's going to be a tough game on the road up in Vermont, and it has meaning to it. It has meaning to it. So, as a competitive student athlete, that's what you want.
Is there any added pressure knowing the scenario that you're in?
Well, I think that's just part of the deal. I don't think you want to play any different. You want to cross your T's and dot your I's the best that you can. But the players have to play and compete, hopefully like they normally would for any game. Hopefully they're competing to win every single game. So there is some urgency to it. But there shouldn't be any panic to it.
And last question for you. You talk about not changing the approach, but a scenario that could play out potentially this weekend. If you find yourself in a position where you need a point and you're trailing by a goal, or you need a win and the game is tied,
right?
Do you foresee yourself potentially making strategic changes in game to try to go for it, per se, to get yourself into the conference tournament?
Yeah, certainly, Mike. If we need 3 points, or if we were trailing and we needed a point, whatever the case might be, if you had to push the game, I mean, it's all hands on deck at this point, and you do whatever you need to do and put players in a position to be successful.
All right, Coach. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's great.
And
Love being
again,
here.
we'll be back here next Monday, same time, same channel. Hopefully, we're previewing the conference tournament matchup that would take place, I believe, next Tuesday.
You got it.
For the NE10 tournament. So, Coach, thanks again. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Monday afternoon. Have a good week, everyone.